this is Sherry Veronica. This is Faith Marshall Harris you're looking at. It's her here. And she is the United Nations child rights expert. Don't know how that's possible with all of what Trump is cutting. How come she still has a job? How come that job still exists for her? Anyhow, she's talking about toxic diets, and I wonder, is there no shame to your game? Faith? Faith, is there no shame to your game? Unhealthy eating habits, failure to respect child rights. Who is she talking to? Who is Faith Marshall Harris talking to? Okay, so she lives in Barbados, and she is dealing with stuff there on the ground in Barbados. And she is talking about toxic diets, and everyone in the world knows, everyone knows or should know that Barbados makes its money from Mount Gay rum. And they say that any amount of alcohol is an insult to the body. Any amount. And you make it, Faith Marshall Harris, your people, you make rum and you boast that it's the best rum, it's the oldest rum and whatever else. You make and you serve rum all throughout Barbados. Crop over is coming up. People are going to be drunk, okay? And a byproduct of rum is sugar, and you guys grow sugar cane, don't you? And it has been shown and it is known. Everyone and anyone knows that the overconsumption of sugar, which you can easily get in a sweet drink, and you do have fruities and juices and all kind of fruit drinks, and you serve Morby full of sugar, all the mixed drinks full of sugar, and then people get diabetes, they gain weight, there's obesity, numerous health issues, numerous health problems associated with sugar and how it is consumed. And she's talking about toxic diets that are made for the people of Barbados in Barbados. Does she not have any shame? And with crop over coming up, the toxic diet starts even before the children are born. I mean, just the yuck, the instruments that they're using to procreate, it's a dirty, dirty game. The private areas are unclean to start with. It's unholy, non-matrimony or matrimonial kind of getting together. Okay, there's poverty. Is she talking about poverty? And that's even before the child comes out for it to be disrespected or someone not serving up the rights of the child to the child. How do you expect parents who are poor, uneducated, have poor eating habits, lifestyle habits, to have a proper child? How's that going to happen? And is this here toxic? The thing that she uses to dye her face and to make you think she has hair, is that toxic, Faith? Is that whatever you're using there? Is it toxic? Do you have no shame? So they showed up at the Marriott Hotel, Courtyard Marriott Hotel. And this one here is Nicole Elliott. She's a clinical nutritionist. Here, this one here. They have no shame. Okay? She's saying that the rise in violence linked to poor diet. Poor diet? Poor diet? Why do you have diet after poor? Why can't you just say it's linked to poverty? It's linked to poverty because when you're poor, your diet is lacking. You're not going to buy the best foods. You're gonna buy white bread, a whole big loaf of white bread, and that is gonna last forever and ever until it lasts. And you're not gonna have money to buy, if you buy proper bread, you don't have money for that. 7 kids and proper bread and ignored youth rights. What's that mean? What's that mean? That you have degenerates raising degenerates. So which came first? Who was ignored first? And like I said, crop over season is there. Crop over season is upon you, and you're gonna have more poor diet, more poor youth rights ignored and all that kind of stuff that you're talking about. More of all the shameless stuff that they're talking about. There's going to be more of that because they're missing the mark. They're not focused on what the problem is. And the problem is there are many Barbadoses. Some said 2, there may be more than 2 Barbadoses. And one thing is for sure, you don't care about the poor. You don't care about children. You don't care. You just do not care about children, and you do not care that a lot of children are being born into poverty, and you get up and talk about violence? Violence? I'll be mad from the time I'm in the stomach. You're kind of upset because you know you're not being fed well while the woman is pregnant. You're upset. And not only are you not being fed well, sometimes marijuana smoke is coming through. You have to smoke that. Alcohol is coming through. You gotta smoke that. All different kind of specimen is coming through down there that you're smelling, and you know that is a lot of action is happening. You're trying to sleep in the womb, and a whole lot of action that you're hearing. You'll be offset. Even before you're born, you're offset before you're born. It's a dirty game you're playing there. It's a dirty game you are playing, and then you get up on that little podium. Look at her mouth. Look at her. She gets up on that podium and she's gonna look down on you sitting there and talk about toxic diets when Monk Gay is in Barbados, when cane fields are in Barbados, when Juicy and Fruities are there that they can buy, when jam puffs are part of the diet, and any store you can go in, you can get turnovers, bare flour, bare sugar, bare flour, bare sugar, and alcohol to go wash it down. And you're talking about toxic diets? That's part of your livelihood, part of your economy, part of what you export out to the world, so that, you know, misery loves company, right? You know that, right? Misery loves company. So you export your Monk Gay and all of your jam puffs and all of your crap out into the world, and you're talking about toxic. You're telling people about toxicity? Are you serious right now? You see, when I see this, I have to scratch my head because I'm saying to myself, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you reading what I'm reading? Are you taking in how these people are insulting you? How could any Barbadian get up on a pulpit and talk about a toxic diet when they make rum? And the first drop of rum is toxic and poisonous to the body. Any amount is toxic and poisonous to the body, and you walk up into the fact that you have the oldest rum, your rum is so good, there's Mount Gay, and there's all different kind of proofs, 80 proof, 100 proof, and proof that will kill you, drop you dead one time if you have a sip one time, and you guys are proud of it. You guys are proud of it. You have crop over. You have crop over, which is cane fields crop. Cane fields, when you gather together all the cane fields, and you have the most unholy ritual for crop over. Okay? Crop over is the perfection of slavery. Crop over is the perfection of slavery, and you are going to get up on a pulpit and talk about toxic. You talking about something that's toxic when you are the epitome of what toxic is. I just can't believe it. I can't understand it. I leave it to you. I put this to you, Barbadians. I put this to you for you to deal with it and understand it. But when Faith Marshall Harris gets up in the news, in your news, and talk about toxic diets, when the whole of Barbados is a toxic place, toxic, the way the men treat women, your lifestyles, just the lifestyle, even before the baby is born. Even before the baby is born. And then when the baby is born, women are on virals and things that they have to take, and they have to have cesarean so the baby doesn't come through, come through that canal. It's all toxic from the beginning, from the get-go. And poverty, what could be more toxic than having a child when you're poor? What could be more toxic than that? This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.